For Infolive.tv, Jack Neriah, good afternoon. You are a former senior intelligence officer in the IDF, and you were also the IDF military attaché and defense attaché in Paris a few years ago. I'm coming to you today because you were also a senior intelligence officer at the time of Ron Arad capture by Amal. In the last days, as you know, as all the country knows, there is a big story about the movie, the new shock movie or new videos coming from Lebanon about Ron Arad's story. I would like to get back 20 years ago. At the first day of the operation by Amal against Ron Arad, what was the feeling in the IDF?
Well, the feeling was the first day was one of loss, because we had two pilots there and we had managed to rescue one of them, and unfortunately Ron Arad had broken an arm or something of the sort. Something was bad. Had a bad injury in his back. So this is why he couldn't run and catch the chopper that was sent there to rescue them. But yet, at the beginning, when we heard that he had fallen in the hands of Amal, and instead of falling in the hands of the Palestinians or other, there was some hope that we would get Ron Arad back very quickly. And this was very overwhelming. This was the sensation and the feeling that this was, it was going to be okay, which appeared afterwards that we were completely wrong.
To your opinion, why till today nobody, no Amal, no Hizbullah, no other element, have really given something about Ron Arad possible release? How do you explain this situation with Ron Arad?
It is indeed a mystery, but I believe that Israel had track of Ron Arad in 1989. And then everybody lost his tracks. Nobody knows exactly what happened to him. At that time, he was no more in the hands of Amal, rather than he was. Imad Morania had sold him, so-called. This is what the information was, to the Iranian Revolutionary Guards in the Bekaa. And there was sort of accident, but nobody knows exactly what happened to him. And indeed, it is till today. It's a mystery.
Jack Neriah, you are, as I said before, an intelligence officer. You have years of experience in different fields, mostly in the Middle East and in Arab affairs. Are you still optimistic? I mean, do you believe that the fact that the movie is coming out now is a sign of something coming out later on?
No, I don't think that it has anything to do with Ron Arad's fate. A media spin done. I mean, the people who were doing this movie were doing it for a few months ago, and a long months of preparations. There's nothing new, in fact, in what we know about Ron Arad, and except the fact that he was speaking. This was the first time he was heard speaking, and he was also pronouncing his name and the names of his parents. Otherwise, there's nothing new in that. We had at that time proof of life. We had pictures and we had letters of Ron Arad, and I don't think that this will in any way help in solving the puzzle of Ron Arad.
Do you think that Iran is still involved with Ron Arad's story?
I don't know. I don't have definite. We don't. I mean, I myself, I'm not much involved in those late years. But at that time, we knew only of I would say indirect implication of Iranians and not direct implication.
Jack Neriah, I just remind you are a former military attaché in Paris, and you were also a senior military and intelligence officer at the time of Ron Arad capture. I would like to thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you very much also.
For Infolive.tv, it was Olivier Rafowicz speaking with Colonel Jack Neriah, Reserve Intelligence Officer. At the time of Ron Arad capture, he was the assistant of the intelligence chief in the military establishment. He knows the story from the base until now, like he just said now to Infolive.tv. Nothing new in spite of the fact that tonight a movie will be disclosed to the world.